Hey guys, welcome back. I'm back in town and I'm live. I'm really sorry if the lighting, I know the lighting is shit. I just literally sat down. I'm so tired right now and I don't even know why I'm filming this, but I kind of wanted to get some things off my chest. So anyway, I decided to film this, and this is something that has been kind of eating me, honestly, in the time I've been gone. Even before that, is my Twitter feed has been eating me. And not just my Twitter feed, but and not in the way my Twitter feed would normally eat me, to clarify. My Twitter feed is normally full of politics and junk, and I fucking hate politics. And honestly, there's the thing. I have been annoyed right now. I'm just extremely, extremely fucking annoyed. And this is not even anything about my Twitter feed. I could not give a fucking crap about my Twitter feed. But people are so sensitive online, and I just people are either so sensitive or so mean and they don't give a fuck, or they're so defensive. And I know I'm a defensive person myself, but when people get to the point where it's just being scared to post, being scared to share an opinion is honestly a terrible thing. And I'm at the point where there is a musical act, and I'll get into the specifics later, that I like a lot. You could say I stand them. And very popular musical act, and they have an extremely large and passionate fan base. And I am a critic. Like I said, I do music reviews. I've talked about top 20, top 10, I've done year-end lists, all that shit. And I have an account on Twitter, and I sometimes tweet about my music opinions. Actually, a fair bit. I tweet about my music opinions rather frequently. And I admit to liking this group, and and basically basically I admit to liking this group, and I attract a bunch of new followers, which is cool because I want to talk to these people about these I want to talk to these fellow fans, okay? But then I realized that they're fellow fans, and I realized they might get defensive if I say anything negative about the group. Now, I'm not saying anything negative about them as people, but I'm saying something negative about the song, maybe, if it's just not the best or whatever. Or even if I don't give it a perfect rating. But then I have the other side of things, which are the critic people, and I got into a group chat with a bunch of them, and they're basically saying that, the group isn't bad, but the fans are, and I'm like, I'm a fan, are you judging me? What the fuck? So, there's this stipulation about these fans being toxic, these specific fans being toxic, and I don't understand where this comes from. I genuinely want to know, because I've seen many toxic fans of many different things, and toxic fans are one of my biggest pet peeves, actually. As a human being, I fucking hate toxic fans, so toxic fans are honestly disgusting, and I just can't get it out. I hate toxic fans, and I'm so frustrated that I'm not allowed, I'm not even generally worried about toxic fans. I'm worried about overprotective fans who are going to get mad if I say something bad, and the terminology of solo stan, I think that's a terminology I can use. It just means you like one member and nobody else in the group, basically. Those people annoy me, but when they, are toxic, but toxic fans in general annoy the hell out of me, but I haven't even run into that many, that's the point. I've run into other toxic fans of other fandoms, but I haven't even run into that many toxic fans of this fandom. This is a large fandom, so there's going to be more toxic fans, and at the end of the day, I find myself looking, and I'm like, oh, crap. Toxic fans, people are accusing this fandom of being terrible and toxic, to the point where people are scared to listen to this group because they're scared of the fan base, which is honestly just terrible to me, because you should never feel that way, and I used to be the same way, so I get it. And there are groups that I still feel that way about because of various reasons, but I don't feel like I'm allowed to judge someone just because of what they like. I mean, that's saying that fans of a certain group are bad or toxic, saying that even if you say the majority of fans are bad or toxic of a certain group, you're basically judging someone for what music they like, because if that person is a fan of that group, then you're saying they're toxic, which they aren't necessarily toxic. If you're toxic, you should be called out on it. I don't care who you like, who you stand, you should be called out on it. But if you have a specific fandom that's known for being passionate, yes, passionate is perfectly fine and valid. Maybe it can be a bit cringy at times. I'm not going to pretend I'm not cringy. I've been cringy my entire life. But there's no malice there. I mean, yes, there's bad people in literally every fandom, and those people do not deserve to be in the fandom. I don't consider you a real fan if you're a toxic asshole. You can claim to be a fan all you want, but if you are toxic, I don't even consider you a real fan. So, seriously, what the fuck? Bullying and hate and hating on other fandoms and just being a general shitty person needs to stop, honestly. So, in all fandoms, but I haven't even seen that much bad stuff with this fandom. The backlash to this fandom is worse than the actual fandom. And I don't think there are many things I can say that about, considering how cancerous the internet is. Typically speaking, the fandoms themselves are just a disaster, but honestly, the backlash to this fandom is worse than the fandom. In the short time I've been in the fandom, and trust me, in 6 months, I'll probably not say that same thing, because I'll probably get bullied and harassed by someone and be telling a whole fucking story time about how I got manipulated, but, it's a fandom that's not even as bad as the backlash is worse than the actual fandom. And if you're a hater, if you claim to be a fan and you're making ugly comments and you're just a hater, and I have nothing, I mean, yes, I do have things against haters. Haters are bad, but I have nothing against criticism. That's the other thing. I make critical and analytical things. Then I'm afraid that the really passionate fans are going to get on my ass because I literally didn't rate a song 5 out of 5. And, it's just kind of a tense situation, and I honestly have no idea where the top 20 is going. Tomorrow, I have no fucking idea if I'm ever going to film a top 20 ranked, just because of the bullshit. Well, I feel like right now I may not film one until we get a new number one, but I honestly don't know. Maybe I doubt anything's going to happen, and I'm actually curious to check the charts, but, if a certain song is no longer in the charts, I might consider it, but that's only that. And also there's another song that I'm really hoping I don't have to talk about because I like it and I shouldn't. And then there's a song that I don't want to talk about because I like it more than I should for a critic, but less than I should for a fan, if that makes any sense. And somebody is going to hate me. So I just don't think I'm allowed to talk about anything, and it's honestly stressful. And I just wish that I was able to just be open about it, because it's honestly the worst, and it just, I don't know, it's just, I'm so stressed out, honestly, so I don't really have anything else to say other than just stop, please stop. Please stop telling me I'm a terrible person for what I like, and stop assuming that all the other fans are terrible people too, because you're literally just making it worse. You're creating a problem, and call out toxic people when you see them, though, because toxic people can fuck off. So honestly, that's really all I have to say. Bye.